Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm glad to be in the group in the light, and I want to thank Susan for inviting me and accepting me. You know, I have a lot of things going in my life, and if you see here, the roof is leaking, and look at my SpongeBob curtains. We're poor, we're broke. We have an autistic son, and I have narcissistic parents. Um, my dad especially, and my mom, I believe, turned narcissistic from being with him like 26 years, and her and I aren't talking right now. And when I'm making this video, I'm noticing it's too dark. Sorry about that. And I also noticed those stress lines that I have to do something about, I guess. But how? What do they say? Botox? I don't know. I don't have any medical insurance either, and that's another thing. But in my childhood, my dad was the narcissist, and my brother, as they would say, would be the golden child. Um, I wanted to bring up a couple points that Susan mentioned, and I really like how she called it "into the light." Reminds me of God, and I'm glad that we can mention God here. But even if people don't want to mention God, I understand. I understand. I have a lot of issues with my life, and then when I read the Bible or listen to programs, I wonder how it fits in to my life, because it just doesn't seem to fit. And I got so many questions about that. If there's anybody out there that I can talk to about, how does disabilities fit into the Bible and stuff. I know the verse in Matthew, but I'm not going to go into that here. But let's see. Susan mentioned of that we're so broken, and I can relate to that, because I feel seriously broken, and right now I'm on the edge of tears. I'm 43. I've been going through this stuff for all these years with my parents, and it's hard. And then when you mention suicidal, that's, yeah. All right. Now I'm glad you swore in the video. You swore in the video, Susan. It was funny because we get down on ourselves. We swear. I mean, what do we do? We try to be so perfect or something, or I find myself trying to be so perfect, and I worry about what others think all the time, and I shouldn't worry about what others think. But anyway, like Susan said too, we didn't realize, and she also said we're uncovering, and I'm still uncovering, and I think the shock of uncovering what I'm finding out is a lot for me. I believe, like Susan said, her dad was a criminal, and I really believe mine is too. He's never gotten in trouble. He's one of those slick people, and I think you guys call that, with a covert and overt or something. My dad's a real secretive type, and if you met him, you wouldn't think he was that way, but eventually you would once you got to know him. But it's been really rough, and I haven't been able to prove what my dad, and now that my brother lives with them. My mom and dad were divorced, and my brother lives with my dad, and my mom's on her own with a boyfriend that actually was into heroin and all this stuff, and practically died. And my mom is one of them people who constantly always like depend on me, and I'm guilty because she has lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but when I don't help her, you know which I have an autistic son and a husband with MS, and I have a lot of responsibilities going on, and I'm out of a job right now. I'm searching. I'm 43. I don't have any experience except delivering newspapers and cashier a long time ago and things like that. I apologize, it's so dark in this room, but I do have my light on. I feel really funny making this video, but it does help, because what I recently started doing was I was making videos on YouTube and just venting my feelings. And if you want to search me on YouTube, it's Stephanie Lynn, and I have a little icon with the Homer Simpson guy on there, like holding his head. But you know, you can watch my videos and see how screwed up I am. Seriously, I'm really, really screwed up inside, and I don't have medical. I can't afford counseling. I haven't had medical in forever. I've tried. I applied again. They always said I made too much money. I mean, come on, like $200 a week was too much money. But then my son gets Social Security because of his autism, and now my husband gets he finally, after 4.5 years, got approved for disability. So I mean, our life's like really a big mess. So I have a whole bunch of things going on, and on top of it, I never solved what went on in my family. So I mean, I'm still uncovering, and I'm glad Susan mentioned that, uncovering. And um, I guess I wanted to give you a little clip of things, and I would love if Susan, you could reshare your video. Maybe can we keep putting it to the top or something, because I think you should put it on YouTube. I really do, because that way I can save it to my favorites and I get to watch it every day. I mean, you guys might think I'm crazy. Maybe no, you know, I shouldn't say that, because see, what I think happens is the people who I've dealt with in my life, I guess I then assume that everybody's like that, and they're not. And I have to realize that sometimes I might hurt others by assuming things before they've even happened. If anybody wants a friend request me, Stephanie Lynn Hosky, that's on Facebook, or if you want to go to my YouTube videos and see them, there's maybe only about 10 of them, but it's just venting and telling how my life is. And what I do realize is that my family and my husband's family and people around the world, they don't understand, and it's like they don't want to. It's like you're a burden to them or something, and you carry a lot of then guilt and like Susan said, brokenness. I'm broken. But each day gets better. And like someone said, if it weren't for the Bible or God and my faith, I don't think I'd be here. I only live 50 feet or so from a railroad track, and you know, the thoughts that cross your mind, I could never do it. But I just want people to know that the thoughts, and if it weren't for God, I wouldn't be here. So thanks to God, thanks to Susan, thanks to this group, and thanks. I love you all, and I hope I can keep posting the videos. I hope it isn't, you know, too many or what, but if it is, please tell me, and thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. Have a great day. I'm glad to meet you all.